Hi everyone, my name is Anna Maria and today I'm going to show you something that every day in my practice, me and my colleagues have in our hands, and it is chronic back pain. People that are suffering, people that don't feel secure enough in their bodies. What is actually the main cause and how can you learn how to make a test at home, self-help motivation, and really understanding what is going on in 5 minutes of your time. So stay tuned, share this with your family and friends, and I hope that after this video your day will be much better. Okay, so the main issue and the complaint that our clients are coming to us is that standard physiotherapy is not helping them. They don't feel secure in their bodies, they cannot play their recreational sport, they don't feel secure enough to lift something or even their child, and they don't understand what's going on, and even the therapist that they went on and on through years is not giving them this key what to actually do at home and how to understand the main cause of this problem. So in Body Technique, why are we actually helping people for the future and in their life is that we're looking from the holistic point of view and from within. So I have yesterday a guy like 25 years, he had really beautiful body with, you know, muscles really fantastically defined, and he said, you know what, I am lifting 300 kilos on a bench press, but I cannot wash my teeth at home. I feel pain in my back. What is going on? I don't understand. So this is something that we have to understand, that our inner unit, so the muscles that are closer to our bones, insertion and origin of tendons of them, they are totally different in functionality than the big muscles, the primary movers of our body. So when you touch your body, when you touch your abdominal wall, please do it now with me. You can feel the tension and the softness of your tissue. If you feel like this is a six-pack strong, that doesn't mean that actually your spine is protected, because what you're touching the superficial layer. So do the same thing with your hands on the back. Also touch yourself and see, okay, this is great, I feel so strong. But then again, this is not, if you have any symptoms, this is not what is actually going on from within. Inner unit can be actually very, very weak and dysfunctional, even though you feel very strong, powerful, and have top picture for the TV commercial from your body. So let's start from the beginning. This is what we are doing, slow lifting and putting something weight that is 5, 10, 15 kilos, and where we don't feel secure enough. So what is the movement here? The movement is from extension, some kind of flexion or flexion lumbar part, and movement of the pelvic where you feel weak. I want to teach you that this movement is not just one muscle movement, one joint movement, and you cannot train it in the gym from lat machine or from push-ups or for any isolating approach. You have to understand that there is a chain of joints and muscles connected in this movement. And first of all, in Body Technique, we're teaching our clients that the breath is our first unit to understand and to connect to. So for example, you have this weight. Okay, so first what you will do, you will have this stance hip width apart or maybe wider. You will breathe in, going down. And then what you will do, you will push the ground with your feet, you will breathe out, you will pull your belly button in, you will feel the glutes firing up, you will feel your back muscles activating while you're lifting, and that's how you will protect your spine. I'm sure that your therapist showed you this, but maybe the breath part was not clear enough. So breathing, because of the diaphragm, which is connected to the L2 and L3 part of the lumbar spine, it could be pulled and it could be really very, very protective, or you can have, instead of traction, you can have a compression maneuver, which is very bad for your discs. So I hope you know this, but this was just a repetition. What I want to teach you now is how to see, is your inner and outer unit connected well? So you can touch with your hand. This is new now. Listen carefully. With your hand, with your fingers, you can touch the spinae processes that you can touch when you are sitting, and you will lean forward, and you can go from the lower part. I will just show it maybe like this. So here is my sacrum, okay, the sacrum bone, and just try to rotate and try to find, is there more sensitive spot under your fingers? So you can slowly, 1 centimeter above each level, you can try and search for that feeling. You need to test your own tissue. What are you testing actually? You're testing if there is any sensitive spot, even painful spot. That means that your tendons and the fascia, and especially the tendons, are maybe overactive, and that maybe you are rotating around the fulcrum, overdoing one part of your spine and not moving enough the pelvic or the upper part. But how to help yourself in few minutes? So find that weaker spot, that more sensitive spot. So to invigorate the circulation of that particular spot, you can stay with one hand behind and imagine that you will pull something with the other one. So breathe in, and when you breathe out, you pull something to that spot. Imagine that that spot is the center. So breathe in and pull. But you don't have to pull anything. You just have to visualize that you're pulling 10 kilos, for example, or an elastic band. So breathe out and pull. Change your hands and do the same on the other side. Breathe out and pull. You have to palpate. Is there a difference when you pull all the way to the end? You should feel that the tissue is more tense, that the muscle is working, the big lat muscle is working. So breathe out, do a few of these. And every repetition should last not more than 2 seconds. So breathe out, breathe in. Okay, so lean forward. And then see if you lean forward, does this sensitivity, is it increasing, or if it's not increasing, then it's very good. That it means that your glutes and the inner unit is actually working and protecting your lumbar spine. So try to breathe in here, and when you breathe out, you are leaning forward. Press with your thumb back and try to lift yourself up. This is a bit too low for me. It is better that you sit on a chair, but I don't have a chair now. So breathe out and lift yourself and come back. You can change your hands. Hold that sensitive spot. Breathe in, press the spot, lift up from the abdominals, and up and back. Breathe in. Now you can see how are your muscles firing in the functional movement, okay? So you can lift yourself only 10 centimeters above your chair. One more time. Okay, now just feel when you rotate your pelvis, so are you pressing this finger from your abdominal contraction? So use your thumb as a point on which you have to contract your abdominals from the front to the back. So breathe out and breathe in. So pelvic rotation, back and forth. Try to use your pelvic floor if you are familiar with these contractions. One more time, breathe out. Okay, and now lift one pelvic region and then lift the other pelvic region. So the ilium, lift it up. So the sit bone is lifted from the ground, from your chair, but don't move your head. Breathe in, breathe out. Again, hold that spot of yours. Hold it, hold it, hold it. One more time. So you see, each of these exercises you can do just 3 to 5 repetitions, okay? And then the last one, rotate yourself, push over one knee, change your hands, breathe in, press the spot there, rotate, breathe in, hold the spot, rotate, hold the equilibrium and the balance, and don't move your head forward or backwards. So this is your last time, the third time. Okay, and now Now release. Just try to move your rib cage and again test the sensitivity down. And you should feel that just this maneuver that I showed you will help the local circulation and that feeling that you are actually having protective muscle space around your spine. And then you will use our exercise called butterfly, where you will even more strengthen your fascial tissue. So you will stretch and strengthen. Here you will strengthen from the latissimus dorsi, so breathe in here and breathe out. So you will stretch the back muscles all the way to your neck. So breathe in here and breathe out. Breathe in, open, open, open as much as you can. So this is the sagittal plane, one plane that is very important, but don't forget the other one. So then move to the lateral side. So here you breathe in and then you breathe out. Breathe in. Now you should feel that girdle that is working and press the ground with your feet, with your heels particularly. Again, just 3 exercises, 3 repetitions. And the last one, you rotate and you close the butterfly, the wings of the butterfly. Breathe in. Just move a bit in front to use and feel the back muscles to protect your back, and rotate to the other side. And of course, do these also 3 to 5 repetitions. Now, maybe you are asking yourself, but my doctor, he said or she said that I should not rotate. Okay, not under the load. I'm assuring you, you invigorated the inner circulation. With this thumb, there is this fulcrum of this weak spot of your spine, and you connected and you focused on each and every muscle around it so that you can have this inner unit that is active and functional, and then the outer unit, the big latissimus dorsi, the glutes that we're working a bit with the legs, with the psoas muscles, with the obliques, okay, in front. And then with the butterfly exercises, you actually made some mobilization and really nice and smooth strengthening of the fascial tissue. So now, if you stand after these exercises and try to do your sport, the feeling should be really different. I hope you feel this. Try it out a few days in a row, and if you really have results, and I'm sure that you will, then you can put some weights on your hands and your feet, maybe half a kilo or 1 kilo, and do the same repetition and protocol again. Have a great day, guys. Bye.